This is a late 70s acoustic electric Ovation guitar, and the model is the artist model. And you can see that this guitar has developed these cracks on the top, but they are only in the finish, not in the wood. It's a very common thing, from the weather, and it's got the ball back, and it's got a pickup, the regular original Ovation pickup, with just one volume control. These guitars are a great invention, in my opinion, and they are very handy. And they were, the very first acoustic electric guitars that had the electronics that you were able to plug in, in an amplifier or in a PA. A very effective design, because there's 6 pickups, one under each string, and it's got a very, very powerful preamp. The artist bowl, it's a shallower bowl, and it's supposed to be the guitar to play leads on. It's supposed to be a kind of a lead guitar because it's got less bass than a deeper bowl. Back then they did just the deep bowl and this bowl, which is the shallow bowl, or is the artist bowl, and it's, to me, is more comfortable than the deep one. But on the other hand, also, since you're gonna plug in anyway, usually on these guitars, I don't really need to have that bass, although I love, those deep bowl guitars too. Another thing about Ovations is that the intonation is just so good. They sound really good, and they have a different tone, very versatile for, various styles. I mean, back in the 70s and 80s, I remember seeing even bluegrass bands, with Ovations, of course jazz players, country. I mean, everybody, it seemed that everybody played Ovations back then. They were made really well.